Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to make a video on using Devcon 2-ton 2-part epoxy. I'm going to put glitter in one, and I'm going to do this one plain. Very simple. You just need a couple things, something to mix them in, cheap art brush, dollar store. We're going to mix them up. I'm going to show you how to brush them on and what I do to. Well, I forgot to hit record when I started mixing this. So basically this 2-ton epoxy is 2 parts, equal. So I poured it inside the cup down there. I'm actually going to pour a little bit more in there because I know this isn't enough to do these 2 baits. You want to stir this pretty well for a while. I'm actually going to add a little bit more. I kind of do it equally here. Squeeze equally. I've been doing this a long time. I know guys that'll weigh them out. If you get the mixed ratio wrong, it'll take longer to harden, and sometimes it won't harden. I don't know if you can see down in that cup, how well you can see down in there. Mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it. I use a cheap throwaway brush, Walmart, dollar store. Alright, that's gonna be good enough. I'm gonna do the mouse bait first because I don't want glitter in it. And the spook over there, I'm gonna put a little bit of green glitter in there. Alright, load it up. Now you only have so much time to work with this. I can usually get 2 or 3 baits per mix. And just brush it on. Make sure you get into the cracks really well. Cover everything really well. Pull it down. Do it in a well-lit area so that way you can see where it doesn't go on. You can see that in the light reflection right here. In this video, I'm going to kind of hurry up because, again, we only have so much time to work with this. I use 2-ton epoxy if I'm going to be throwing around a lot of rocks, trees, or if I know the bait is going to maybe trigger a toothy critter. You want to apply this evenly. Pull it down. You can see where it will clump up. Pull it down smooth. Another thing about this, it is self-leveling. That means the brush strokes will disappear. Big glop on here. And I'll move it around. Make sure you're getting that crack really good. You'll know when it's time to stop using it because it'll start hardening up and it'll start leaving stroke marks. Hard to pull it. Taking that big glob and I'm working it down around the belly. Again, if you do this in a well-lit area, you'll be able to see where you missed. I'll run it up to the bill. You can cover the bill if you want to, but I don't. And this one's just about done. Now I'll hang these upside right. You can turn them, but if you put a thin enough coat on there and cover it all, it doesn't goop up much. If you hang them upright, tail down, you're able to clean it up and get it all off there. Alright, so that one's done. Now let's go over here to the spook. I'm going to add some flake. Put as much flake in there as you want. Stir it up really good in there. You can see that. These spooks are kind of harder to do. Use a pair of helping hands or something that you can pinch tight. Because if you use it, if it's loose, when you try to push the brush down on it, it moves. I like using the 2-ton epoxy, especially when I'm doing glitter, because the glitter is inside it. It kind of falls down inside. You can't feel the glitter. My go-to is KBS. You guys know that already. I do have a video on here using KBS, how to use it. Check it out. Pull all that thickness away from where it's piling up. Move it to an area you haven't gotten yet. I always like to pull it down. You see all that right there? If you can see that, you can see the lines right through here where I missed. That's why it's important to use a bright light area. I made that mistake when I first started doing lures. 2-ton epoxy is all I used. See all that miss on the belly down here? You can tell it's starting to get a little bit harder. It's starting to dry already. I'm going to hurry up. Level it out. I only mix enough for 1 or 2 baits at a time until you get a hang of it. Don't try to rush through it or you make mistakes. Tail still. Oh, when that happens, go back over it with your brush. One more stroke with this, and we're good. I recommend wearing gloves if you're new to this. If you get it on your fingers, wash your hands right away. Take a coat hanger or a paper clip. Double check where I missed. Right there. See how that's starting to stick? Getting that funky look? Means it's drying. You're done. The more you fight it, the more you're going to mess it up. We are done. This is going to go into my personal collection. And I'll show you the finished results when they're dry. It takes about 10 to 12 hours. That's the earliest I've seen it. Sometimes 24 hours. But we're going to hang them up. Again, tail side down. Spooks. It doesn't matter. And I'll rotate them every couple hours. I'll hang them up. So this is where I hang them to dry. I bought this little rack at a garage sale. It's come very handy. It's very important when you hang them. You don't want anything underneath. You don't want it to cause any dripping on something else that's already finished or waiting to be dried or cleared. Hang them up. What I'll do is in about an hour I'll come over here and I will rotate them. That way it gets a little bit of even coating. The best thing to do would be to get a tumbler if you're going to do this a lot. Use a tumbler. That way when they rotate, it'll cure evenly. But I don't use enough 2-ton epoxy to worry about it. Basically when I do the 2-ton, I'm using stuff on my own or somebody special requests it. But hey, thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. Trying to get this channel going. The more people know about it, the more it helps me out. You guys stay safe. Take care.